Welcome, you're watching FII. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Now, we previously did an episode which was about vitamin D, the importance of it, what happens when you're deficient of vitamin D as well, and so much reaction really from you guys, really making us think how health has become now a drawing room conversation. We are thinking about it as much and discussing about it as much as we discuss perhaps politics or even cricket in this country. So keeping on that track, we thought, what about B12? Vitamin B12 said to be one of the key vitamins that your body really needs. So on this program, we are going to tell you how to be wise. So let's get into our explainer. Okay, why does it really matter? Let's start with that. Now, vitamin B12, that is, really helps make red blood cells. It helps keeping the nervous system healthy. It is needed for your brain and the nerve function as well. It also makes DNA, the genetic material in all our cells. And then it is also, ladies, hear this out loud and clear, it is required for a healthy skin and gorgeous hair as well. So if you are deficient in vitamin B12, what can happen then? Well, a lot of people think that this is anemia, but it's not really. It's called pernicious anemia, when a blood condition that makes people weak and tired. It occurs when body is unable to absorb your dietary vitamin B12, and it is caused by lack of intrinsic factor, which is protein made in the stomach needed to absorb vitamin B12. So how do you know that you're deficient of B12? Well, some symptoms really to watch out for. For example, weak muscles, nausea, decreased appetite, irritability, lack of energy, a faster heartbeat as well. All these, if you're experiencing it, do get your B12 checked. And there are risk factors involved. That's why it's not just the symptoms, but the long-term impact also, for which you need to be very careful. For example, if your family has a history of this disease, you're likely to have one. Having a part of your intestine removed makes you more vulnerable to being deficient in vitamin B12, and you should be careful if you are deficient. Your autoimmune diseases, type A diabetes, HIV, and a strict vegetarian diet, that can also lead to B12 deficiency. So all vegetarians out there, please do keep this in mind. And as you grow older, you're likely to get deficient as well. But like I said in the beginning as well, it is often confused by just anemia. But it's not, it's a different kinds really. Now B12 helps to keep your homocysteine from building up. It's an amino acid really, which is a high level increased risk of heart attack. Can you imagine one vitamin actually contributing to, and deficiency of which contributing to heart attack? It also keeps the protective cover around your nerves. Not having enough B12 can cause a nerve damage as well. And then there is this link between B12 and depression. You would have never heard of it. Remember, we discussed about the mental health impact of being deficient of vitamin D as well. There are links with B12 as well. B12 helps in producing brain chemicals that impact your mood and other brain functions. The lower levels of B12 may be linked to depression as well. And how widespread is the problem then? Let's look at that. Well, 47%, it's a huge number, 47% of North Indian population is B12 deficient. Over 70% adults in India have some form of B12 deficiency. And look at this next, 80% of preschool children in India have some form of B12 deficiency. You know, we keep talking about how this generation is more depressed, it's got mood swing, they're moody, etc. It could all actually be a deficiency of a key vitamin, which is B12. So if you are deficient, firstly, get yourself checked only after you've taken the advice of a doctor. Don't just listen to us, it's just FYI. So ask your doctor, and then mostly the supplements that they will give you, at least food-wise, is going to be the following. Meat is a very good supplement, low-fat milk is a good supplement, fish is good, eggs are great, yogurt very, very good, and then there are fortified cereals as well that can all contribute to you getting back your B12 in the range that is required.